Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Shards. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we helped a baby bird that fell out of its nest, and Tate's like, "Oh, you have such a heart." Also, let's go on the train tracks and talk about each other, where we found out that his parents, he didn't want us to know where his tone point to. We found out that his parents don't exist because he's an orphan. Also, Aiden's an orphan, which, you know, with us only having our mom, that's like not a lot of people that have family members. It's kind of like the Pokemon world now that I was thinking about. It's like, how many people have, like, actual parental figures in this world? I don't know. Maybe it was the Great War or something. So, then, we also, he brought us here to this train station, or not train station, but train graveyard, and we helped him learn how to move things with his mind. Not a lot of things, you know, with emotions and stuff, but with great skill. But yeah, stick that tongue back in or else you're gonna mlem you. And then it's going to be extra gay. But we're going to reset our face. And begin. Spontaneous topic change time. If I may ask, why did you need to get out of detention so desperately? It didn't seem like that was your first visit there. You're right, I'm quite familiar with punishments. But this time, I had reasons to not want to get stuck there for hours. Such as? The same reason I teleported away earlier. Ah, I get it. Then I won't press further. Yeah, he's being secretive about that. I'm assuming I won't get an answer anyway. Thanks. That reminds me, do you mind if I leave you alone for just a second again? How often? I thought he could only teleport so much, but now he's doing it like every 3 minutes. If you must, I won't stop you. Is there like a baby Nightfallen he's taking care of and he needs a bottle feed every hour? But if a more adventurous Nightfallen decides to come near the iron monster tracks, then my death will be on you. You're hot enough to attract their dicks, not their claws. That's so reassuring. Be back in a sec. Thanks again, Cody. Cool. You have another free minute. Now let's just think about it. The amounts of Nightfallens we've seen like the large ones, the big dogs, the small dragon, the big dragon, maybe a few others, but none of them seem to be too woo, you know, except for Scribbles here. If not Nightfallen, hopefully no wild animal will come give your face a taste while we're at it either. I only let cute cats taste his face. Stop. Literally stop. I want to teach you a very useful spell in the meantime, but you're too distracted on your cat's addiction to... No, wait. I'm sorry, I want to learn new spells. If there are new spells I can learn in under a minute, then bring them on. That would be awesome. In fact, you should have said something about that earlier. Way earlier. I don't feel like sharing all my ancient knowledge with you just yet, so I'm doing this for 2 reasons. One, the spell is easy to get anywhere. With or without me, you might find it sooner or later. And 2, it may be crucial for your survival. That's ominous. What spell is that? Teleportation canceling. How is that crucial? That cat is 100% going to murder you. He's giving off serial killer vibes. That's because you don't know what a friend is. Are you calling me a loser? I'm calling you uninformed. Tate is a little weird and full of energy, but definitely harmless. Anyway, even if I don't think it's that important, I still want to learn it. I want as much magic as possible. What do I have to do? Fine, just disregard my warnings and use me for your own benefit. I'm used to it. Yeah, Grandpa. Can we get on with it? First off, find a big stick. A branch, if you may. Alright, let's see. Surprisingly, there aren't many fallen branches on the ground. Most likely a result of the lack of wildlife and Nightfallen around the train tracks. But wouldn't they just fall regardless, like in a storm? Where do I... Just break one off from a tree. It ain't that deep. Sure, let me just violate the tree real quick. With a low-hanging branch, and I find a low-hanging branch with the least amount of leaves on it. One that's starting to wither and break off. Here, now what? If you'll allow me, I'd like to use magic to shape it a bit. Permission granted. I feel a tiny bit of magic being drained from me as the bark starts to crack and fall, leaving the naked wood underneath. Then, even that gets smoothed out. The final product is almost polished. Cool. What now? Now, you take this new and improved branch and shove it up my ass, and go fuck yourself with it. Nobody calls me Grandpa, you absolute doorknob. Damn it, Scribbles. I said I'm sorry. No, you didn't. I would have accepted an apology, but you didn't bother to formulate one. Then I'm sorry, okay? I got a bit excited about the new spell. You're not a grandpa. You're a sexy, youthful man. Now call me a DILF. What? Do you know what that is? Your mind mentions that word a lot, so I'm familiar. Are you even a dad? No, but I like the idea of how it sounds. So do it, or else no spell for you. You're a DILF. Why, thank you very much for noticing. Oof, is it hot in here, or is it just me? Can we please resume our business? Alright, fine. Here is the real deal. I throw away the smooth branch that I only now realize looks a lot like a dildo. That doesn't... Whatever. Maybe a bear or something can have fun with it. You probably remember the spell is done through a snap of your fingers. In order for the snap to take effect, you need to 1. Have the person whose magic you cancel in your vision, and 2. You need a secondary soul to play the role of catalyst. And that secondary person will lose all their magic for the duration. Otherwise, if you use the spell on your own, you'll cancel both the teleportation and your own magic together. I don't get it. In other words, I can't learn this. Who am I supposed to use as a catalyst? It's me, genius. Oh. I'm technically another soul inside your body. You can't be seen using my magic anyway, so if you ever need to cancel teleportation, it wouldn't matter whether or not I can use spells. Can just anyone learn this then? As long as they have a person such as a catalyst? Okay, I'm a little confused. Maybe just tired from coffee. That would make Tate's whole thing kind of useless. No, not just anyone. You need a person you trust with your life. And since we share the same body, technically I have no choice but to trust you with my life. But then that begs the question, how is it that, Aiden does it? I guess there's going to be a sad backstory in his route. Although it's easy to learn, only those with light, energy, or trickery-focused abilities can use it. Like that tiger friend of yours. Plus, if someone 10 times bigger or stronger than the cat cancels his magic without a second soul, it wouldn't matter, since they would just crush the cat with pure strength. Okay. All that matters is to not let your opponent escape. I see. I wonder who's Aiden's secondary person is. So then, you ready to learn? I'm not sure. What? The fuck do you mean you're not sure? Why do I bother explaining everything to you then? The problem is that I don't know how Tate would react if he knew I suddenly learned a specific spell just to counter him. How in the actual fuck is he supposed to know you learned a spell in this exact moment and not like 5 years ago? I don't know, it just feels weird. Fine, in that case, give me your final answer now. If it's a no, you'll You will have to find the final steps on your own someday. Because I'm already humiliating myself through enough to take this audacity from you. I'm not opening my schedule for whenever you change your mind. So you learn that, I mean, yes. This is probably going to bite me in the ass, but it's like, why wouldn't you want to learn it? You're right, it could be useful in the future. And you wouldn't know I learned it today. Thank you for not being brain dead. So, how do I activate it? First off, repeat the words. In rita fatum transhibit cum illis. Come? Not that kind of cum, you slut. Say that while snapping your fingers. Usually the activation process goes a bit differently, but that's because you have to touch the catalyst's body to do so, and we can't touch. Adusia says, barely remembering the strange words. As soon as I snap, my fingers glow brightly for a moment, before returning back to normal. Done. It's activated. Whenever I want to use it, just think of me and your other target switching places. It's a whole lot of trouble just to cancel someone's mobility spells. Well, canceling any spell is hard work, usually, unless your Fendi is specifically spell canceling. Interesting. Oh, one more thing. Keep in mind the spell can also cancel someone else's cancellation. It's like a common switch. Not sure if this will be useful, but remember it. Will do. PTSD hits me like a truck. A state suddenly reappears inches from my face with a smile on. A big smile on. Wherever he went, it left him satisfied. Ah! Can you stop doing that? Why? You're cute when you're scared. What are you excited about? Secret, for now. But I do want to share it with you soon. You're such a tease. Is it 14 werewolves? In more ways than one. I know, but that's what you love about me, right? You can say that. The sun's starting to set. Come on, we don't want to miss it. Miss it? Hop on. He gets on his broom and gestures for me to join him. I almost forgot he flew all the way here, so it makes sense to do the same on the way back. So let's see, he's teleported like 7 times today, I think, that we know of. The ascension, along with the forest tree line, made me, once again, a little jumpy, which meant more claws and portate stomach. As soon as my eyes got brave enough to peek, I was stunned by the sky's colors. We enjoyed a silent ride for a while, as my eyes jumped from cloud to cloud. I doubt I'll ever get tired of this. It's a good way to discover new places I can teleport to. Huh, so my suspicions were right. You do have to know a place before teleporting to it. Obviously, otherwise I'd be in your mom's bedroom. Smack. Ow! Keep my mom's name out of your damn mouth, you silly goober. Your mom's name is Mom? You know what I meant. Oh. Hoo, don't read too much of my jokes. Speaking of names, what do you think of Ray? Ray? Short for Raymond, I presume? It's pretty nice. More like Rey de las Sombras. Huh? Does that mean Shadow King? Damn it, of course you speak Spanish. Wait, Tate, is this about your nickname game? Wouldn't call it a game, but sure. So, what about it? It's silly. You just said it's nice. Not the full nickname. It just feels a bit over the top. Like Tartarus, or Shadow Prince, or Phantom. Purple Demon? No. Damn it. I do have to agree with what Aiden said before. It seems a bit disrespectful, or at least weird, to be looking for a cool new nickname. Why is that? I mean, nicknames are fine, even if it's for a hunter's career. Your name is fine as is. Yeah, just a cool nickname. I suppose you might be right. Day ends our conversation here, and we continued the rest of the way in silence. Thankfully, it wasn't awkward, since the view was taking our attention away. It's taking our attention away? Can never get enough of those reds, oranges, and yellows. Some of my favorite colors. Not purple? Nah, it's just the motif I'm rocking. Because, let's be honest, I'm slaying it. Not as much as those piercing blue eyes of yours. Pink. I was like, wait, for some reason blue, but it's pink. Smooth, but too cheesy. I prefer sweet over savory. I have to be cheesy. Why else did I swoop you off your feet with my broom for? Don't cover your ears, you're gonna fall. You said it's impossible for me to fall. It's impossible to get hurt, but if you break my heart first with your denial, then I won't be able to save you. He continues to make puns, make cheesier marks, and overall make me smile while blushing all the way back. It's a bit hard not to jump off sometimes, but as much as my ears were scratched by his words, my brain was waiting impatiently to hear what else he comes up with. At least, he lands the broom near the academy front garden, where we left off. Hey, it's the place where we're with Dallin. We were just in time to catch two figures emerging from the front door of the building. Bina might be a better way to describe them, now that they're closer. Ooh, dude. Hey, you two. Oh, you didn't get in trouble without us around. Not as much as you did. What happened? Let me guess. Aiden's ex finally decided to team up. Exes. Not even the Defender's leader can stop a crowd that big. You're lucky my fists are tired, Munchkin. No thanks, I'm not fisting. You've made that many failed relationships, Aiden? He looks at me surprised, turning embarrassed. Not failed. We just had different interests in mind at the time. His interests were dicking while theirs were loving. That's not entirely false. Not very broad, but very broad, and overly simplified. I promise, I'm not that shallow. Well, not exes, but we did have to stop my members from throwing a new summoner student out of the window because he accidentally entered our headquarters. Dudes, I feel like every single one of them needs to get their heads bashed. Then got into a fight with my slayers, but retreated since they had weapons ready. Oh, wow. Where was Himano when all this was happening? Leading the slayers. Oh. We finally managed to calm the waters, after me and Dallin did a fake arm wrestling to see which shard was better, and we tied. But wait. A new summoner student. So it was a different group. It's just like, fuck. Defenders? Seriously. Himano was a bit furious about that. Yeah, whatever. Are you gonna be able to manage them? They'll be fine. There's always Monty to take their anger on. Monty's resilient. But enough about our day. How about you, Cody? What'd you think of your first day here? You should probably take some shots from the nurse's office later. Like spending so much time in close proximity to this cat. Don't listen to them, Cody. He's jealous. Jealous of what exactly? Oh, obviously, it's me, because we... Hey! Why don't you respond to Dallin's question while we head to the cafeteria? I think we're all starving, right? You can say that twice. Fuck, I can read. But maybe I need to take a break. What was the question? Oh, first day here. Actually, don't. It will make me starve more. I can actually use more than bread in my system right now. We make our way to the cafeteria. 3 guys take turns, leading the way, since I'm the only one who doesn't know where it is. T tells Dallin about the forest walk, but he sure as hell likes to exaggerate things. Then I made 3 hoops in the air while standing up. Oops. Cody stands there, absolutely and utterly safe, while I jump off and call the broom back to me, catching it in midair and getting back on. Then everybody clapped. Exactly. Seems like I had a lot of fun. And Cody gave me some tips on how to teleport things with my mind. Is that actually true? Yeah, pretty much. Tay continues with the stories while nodding along. Aiden, unlike Dallin, obviously doesn't buy most of them, but they're harmless, and we both would let it slide. It's pretty late, which means there are, fortunately, enough empty seats for 4. We're all hungry, so we get multiple trays of different food for the table. Mine in particular had half a rotisserie chicken and some mashed potatoes. Oh fuck, I would murder mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes and a large green salad. Take got 2 boigas and a ton of fries. Enjoy it while you can, twink. Aiden is a steak kind of guy, with fancy grilled vegetables on the side, and Dallin's tray is basically filled with all 4 of her plates combined. That man can eat. I'm not rushing to be anywhere, and it's a nice golden cool evening, so I decide to take it easy on the food and make some conversation with these guys. Or at least the ones I interact with before in a meaningful way. After all, can't ask someone a personal question if you didn't win any friendship points for them before, right? Why did she say it like that? I'll talk to, I guess, Tate. Oh, he's got the chewy face on. Hey, Tate. That's me. So, your first year. That means you'll be joining the Sorcery Shard after the additions, right? Also, wait a second. Okay, I guess we talked to everyone. Yep. So, why do you have a badge? The 2 guys next to him give him a sour look. Yeah, tell him why. I'm sure it'll be completely innocent reason. I stole it. Why? I wanted it. You don't usually have stolen goods displayed in chests like that. Well, we got it back from him multiple times, but he always sneaks one out anyway. So, they finally decided to give up. Smartest decision they ever made. I've had it since I was 13. Dallin cringes at this severe rule-breaking confession. The previous leader of the Sorcery Shard thought it was cute, and I wanted to be in the Shard so badly, so he didn't try and stop me. And Marina gave up after my second scavenge. How long was everybody at this academy, you know? Because aren't the people there the heads of the Shards still learning things? So, you're a long-lasting serial troublemaker. Pleasure to meet you. I should change the subject before Dallin manifests the first angry vein of his life. What happens if I talk to Tate again? Hey Tate, that's me. Meow. Aiden, I don't think I'm good enough friends with him to deserve answers for my personal questions. Maybe if I chose this brochure back then, or something. I should try someone else. Really. God, you deserve answers to my questions. Huh. I wonder if I didn't choose Tate. That's an odd thing. Like, so odd. Now that he's no longer hungry, Dallin happily gives us some more juicy details of what happened today. So, get this. A summoner enters the Defender Shard headquarters by accident. Obviously, they had to overreact, as always. But the guy wasn't just some guy. He was another recommended student, like you. Oh right, it's Alvy, isn't it? Everyone was a little disappointed when he didn't become a Defender, but we already got one of those, so maybe it's for the best. Yeah, it's definitely for the best. You're just salty that no recommended student chose your shard. And how many have you got, Pipsqueak? 1. That Cole guy. I see, so there's still time. He glances at me for a moment, before returning to his leftovers. Wait, don't you remember me, Katsu? Tate kept me a secret. Probably doesn't want to start problems, letting others know his shard got 2 recommended students. Or he forgot you're technically a big deal. That's another possibility, yes. Speaking of first years, I heard tomorrow you two will have a little special assignment to do. Special? The sorcery auditions. Oh, right. Forgot about that. I'm sure you'll do great. I know Tate. I've known Tate for a long time, so I don't doubt he'll have no problems in there. Yeah. He won't have problems. And recommend students are impossible to fail. That's usually how it goes. Yes. Yeah, wait. You don't seem too excited. What? Oh, I'm super excited. Sure, because that was an awkward sarcasm in your voice, and I'm totally not sensing panic when you hear the words auditions. Hey, so, Cody. Oh, you're blushing. Tomorrow, I was thinking maybe you'd want to, you know, before practice starts, or your auditions. I mean, before. The angry cat stands up from his seat. What? Does he say that out loud? I'm not sure. Just do that. What? Why are you narrating yourself? Okay, fair enough. And as the dumb, annoying tiger. Are you trying to steal my partner? Partner? He looks at me, a little shocked and confused. Completely forgetting the dumb and annoying comment. Lucky for Tate. Hunting partner. Oh. So, what if I am? I'm just trying to occupy this time with actual important stuff this time. Your dick isn't that important. Oof. So, for your information, me and Cody have very important things to do tomorrow morning. Such as... none of your business. How peasant. And Dallin? Hi. Clean up this table, or clean this table up. I'm taking this spotted specimen with me, and will do unspeakable things to each other somewhere else. What is he talking about? Tate picks me up by one arm and drags me along. Wait, is he strong enough to do that? Aiden is, once again, stunned by his words, while Dellen's just a tad oblivious. Alright, don't get into too much trouble. Hold on now. I ain't cleaned none of your fucking mess. Come back here. What do you mean by things? Hey! We're now too far away for Aiden to start chasing. I look back over my shoulder, apologetically, as I continue to be dragged along. I manage to catch Aiden's face, softening as our eyes meet. Then he and Dallin pick up our trays and head for the kitchen. Don't be sorry for him. We had to assert dominance. Still, that was a little mean. The way we left like that. I had to get you out before they asked you about your powers. The conversation seemed to go in that direction. You trust me, don't you? Yeah? With every ounce of my being, though, that might be a foolish thing to do. And with that, I feel like that's a good time to call it. Ooh woo. So that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please comment, guys. Comment, don't you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. Please always rate new animals have control of the pet population. At some point, I need to go back and see what happens if we woo the horse guy. But that would definitely be a side play, you know? And also that'd be a bunch of work for me to like go, hey, we're gonna just have this thing off screen for a little bit. Because ooh, it's a big, like it did go a little bit forward, but it just seemed to keep on going, so I was like, okay, this might be an entire thing, so yeah. Anyways, comment, spay your animals and all that stuff. If you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to get the newest version earlier and all that stuff, Patreon, $5 a month. And until next time, my brain's fried. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Shards. So thanks and see you.